I just had my violin lesson. My teacher reminded me some of the important bits that I need to work on in the remaining 48 hours. Hello, my name is David and welcome to the second episode of my graduation recital series. Today I have booked the Recital Hall for a rundown of my recital program. Before I leave home, let me have some breakfast. Sunday, the 11th of May 2025. For my breakfast, I'm going to have some granola with milk. A rehearsal demands complete focus and physical stamina. Playing on an empty stomach isn't something I was willing to risk. So, before anything else, breakfast. 2 days before my recital, I wasn't going to let a Sunday get in the way. And I'm here at the Academy. The Academy doesn't run classes on Sundays, but I had arranged access to the recital hall through the string department. Now I'm at the recital hall. So let's go in. In 48 hours, I will be back here in front of an audience. Oh, I should probably stop spinning, I'm getting dizzy. So let's get ready for the rehearsal. The ritual is always the same. Opening the case, taking out the violin, putting on the collarbone pad, taking out the bow, tightening the hair. My body being told in the same order every time that it's time. So it's now 10:30 in the morning and I have roughly 30 minutes before the pianist comes for the rehearsal for 1 hour. This will be the place where I complete my graduation recital. It's a very nice hall. It's very difficult to book and today it's Sunday as you can see from the time that I showed you. I haven't warmed up and I want to warm up in this recital hall since I want to get used to the acoustics before my pianist comes for the rehearsal. So that's the purpose why I didn't warm up at home and I chose to warm up here. Wait, hold on. I haven't even introduced what I'm going to play for my graduation recital. I'm going to play Bach Petita No. 1 Sarabande, followed by Bach Petita No. 3 Gavotte en Rondeau, then followed by the whole César Franck Sonata for piano and violin, followed by Paganini Caprice No. 13, then finishing with Brahms-Kreisler Hungarian Dance No. 17. That was the plan as of Sunday morning. It wouldn't survive 24 hours. Practicing in a small room for months means you learn to hear yourself in a very particular way. Close, contained, direct. The recital hall is completely different. The sound resonates and projects differently across a larger space. Warming up here was about recalibrating my ear, learning how I would sound to the people in those seats. César Franck wrote this sonata in 1886, a wedding gift to the violinist Jean Isaïe. It became one of the most performed violin sonatas in the repertoire. Every violinist brings something of their own to it. On Tuesday, in this hall, it will be my turn. Rehearsing with a pianist is a process of alignment. Two parts prepared separately in different practice rooms, working out how they function together. We stopped frequently to mark the score, to agree on timing in passages with rubato, to calibrate where one part leads and the other follows. That is the work of a rehearsal. By the end of the hour, you can hear it when it has been done. Today was also Mother's Day. My grandmother and aunt were already at the table when I arrived.
我食呢個咯。係啊，我食得緊㗎啦，你食啦。你食咗4個，有4個喺度嘅。4個，食咗4個㗎啦，我同阿嫲。咁多啊？你食咁多蝦餃？一兩嚿咯，呢個係俾你嘅。我點食咗4個咁多啊？
She wanted to make sure I had eaten enough. That is how she shows up for me. Sunday, Yam Cha is a tradition in Hong Kong, particularly for the older generations. My dad was still on a flight from London that morning. It was just the three of us. Hello. So now I'm back home after having some lunch with my grandparents. Anyways, it's now 9 minutes past 4 in the afternoon. I'm going to have probably my last lesson with my teacher before my recital today at 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm just going to do a bit more practice to really get sink in with my memorization of my music that I'm performing. Let's do it now. I wasn't playing it clean. Notes slipping in places, the rhythm not always locking in with the metronome. But I stayed in the passage, running through it to find where the gaps were, slowing down to really listen to the intonation, building the fluency I would need when there was no room to stop and correct. One of the earliest large-scale private housing estates built in Hong Kong. My teachers have lived here for years. So I just had my violin lesson, and it was very nice that my teacher reminded me some of the important bits that I need to work on in the remaining 48 hours. It's getting dark now, so I'm going home for dinner. Let's go. 48 hours. I have performance anxiety, the kind that tightens everything once there are more than a few people in the room. Before a recital, the goal isn't calm. It's keeping the anxiety from running ahead of you. My teacher had just given me something to focus on instead. That was enough. 4 years is a long time to carry the question of whether you've made the most of it. I tried not to think about that throughout today.
我想要咕嚕肉同埋呢個菜。我走喺度食。喺度食。
My dad had just landed in Hong Kong. By 7 in the evening, we were at a 兩餸飯 restaurant near home.
八湯。
He didn't ask how the day had gone. I think he knew that what I needed that evening wasn't a debrief, just dinner, just that. I've just came home from dinner and it's now 32 minutes past 8 in the evening. Since I've been playing and practicing for more than 4 hours today, I don't want to overexert my muscles from too much physical practice. So I'm going to do some mental practice through listening and studying the piano score. The Franck has 4 movements: searching, turbulent, prayer-like, and then a return, a homecoming. A long day ending at a desk, a score I had been preparing for months, reviewed one more time. What I didn't know yet, sitting there with the headphones on, was that before the morning came, something about Tuesday's program would change. But that is the next episode's story. The next episode is the last one, the recital itself. I'll see you there.